All right, let's start our class. So, in the last class, we have discussed about tools integration, and as well as we've seen how to integrate our GitHub tool as well as SonarQube, and of course, we have seen sonar analysis as well with Jenkins. So today we'll continue the same thing. So we have our test is done. Sonar analysis is done. Now we'll add a few more steps, you know, into our job. So based on our workflow, like what we were doing, like after the sonar test, we built with Maven. After that, we pushed our artifact to repository, and after that, we deploy. So let's continue with those steps. So before starting, any doubts in yesterday's class? Anything? So first, let me start the sonar because it's required for us because we have integrated sonar with Jenkins yesterday, correct? If I'm not wrong, and the IP has been changed today, so we have to update again. It's normal. So it's already let's try to access it. Yep, but it's already running. Right. So let me just log in and tell you the error. So SonarQube was already running, so I didn't saw that. I tried to restart again. Rerun again, but it threw an error. See, address already in use. If you see this error anytime, it means there is a service is which is running with the same port number that we are trying to run now. Say I'm trying to run SonarQube 9000 port, but 9000 port is already being used by some other thing. Forget about what is it. So at the times you will see this error. Frequent common errors I'm generally using. So I just wanted to tell you that error. That's it. Now yes, sonar is up, name is up. Now I have to change my IP obviously. So this is the new IP for today. Let me go to configuration, sorry, system. This is where we integrated sonar server. And in the tools configuration where we integrated sonar scanner. For sonar scanner, it's there is no, we don't need to change anything because just name on the scanner path, the executable path. So it's didn't change. But for sonar server, token is fine. Token won't change, but the URL has to be changed. Where is it? See, this is the server URL. Sonar 34. This is yesterday's IP. So we have to change. Otherwise, Jenkins will try to connect to the old IP, which is not exist. Usually, it will be static IPs, but since our testing, so we didn't have static IP. So it will be dynamic. It will change every day unless I keep my server running. But it will come up with too much cost, and they'll close the account if I don't pay. So that's why I'll be swapping on everyday basis. So yeah, now let's continue our discussion. So if you see this job, we are checking out the code from Git, obviously. So and what we are doing, So doing the sonar analysis after checking out the code, whatever the code it is, no matter what language it is. Correct? That's what we did yesterday. So that's why you can see here sonar field. Let's go to one build. It's normal. So yeah. So if you see it's this is output of the job started by git pushed by my ID. So we have seen that yesterday also, right? If I change the job, I mean we already seen it earlier. If I did some changes in the git repo, it will trigger the job automatically. So yesterday we seen it for real in our case. And so it is checking out, see, it is doing the solar analysis and fixes. In the configuration, so I'm just showing you like what we configured yesterday because few people might have missed. So of course the video is there, but still I'm just trying to. So source code management is this one, branch is main, build steps. This is the Sonar build step. So this is the properties where we have a Sonar project properties file. If you remember, the same content we are keeping it here. That's it, nothing more. So it will do the analysis. Got it? How it will do the analysis? Because we have integrated the tools already, Sonar Scanner and Sonar Server. So Jenkins uses those tools to do this task. That's all. Jenkins automatically, okay, this is Sonar, right? Sonar options. Oh, when it comes to this, oh, there is already integrated in survey. So I need to use that. So Jenkins identifies those tools because we have integrated the options, right? With the options. So it will automatically take the scanner and analyze the code and push send the results to the server. Again, server has been also integrated. So like that. So it will automatically identify. We don't need to tell like, okay, use this, use this. So after integration, I'm just telling execute this. That's it. See, I nowhere mentioning here like Sonar, use Sonar server, Sonar scan something because it will automatically finds out that because we have integrated it. So it will look into that. Because this option, whatever we are using this option, came from the plugin. Came from the plugin where other options, while we integrating the Sonar scanner and the Sonar server, all these options comes under the same plugin. After we install the plugin, all these three options came. So that it will know that okay, this comes under same thing. So we have to use this. So that's why it worked. Now similar way today also. After okay, when analysis is done, now next thing is building, right? I need to build my code using Maven. So what is the first thing? Install the Maven plugin. And again, Maven also will be installed by default when you while installing the Jenkins because we have chosen install suggested plugins. So within that Git and Maven are the common things. But yeah, let's see again if it is installed or not. If it is not, we can install it. No problem. So available plugins. So just search for. See, all you have to do is like find the correct plugin. That's it. How do I know the correct plugin? I might have used it multiple times. So that's why I remember that. For first time user, you may not know, okay, what is the default, what is the plugin which we need to use. Figure it out, Google it, which plugin to use, and you'll find out. And do remember that. Because with single name, there will be lots of plugins for different functionalities. You have to find out which is yours. Let's say, see pipeline Maven integration one thing, pipeline Maven plugin something, Maven release plugin something, Maven for Maven artifact fusion, Maven invoker, blah 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 blah. So many are there if you see. But what is ours? Maven integration. This is our plugin. Install. That's what I know that because have used it a couple of times. How do you know? Try it out. You do practice by yourself. By installing the plugin. If it is came as I'm showing now, it works. If it is not, you have to figure out another plugin. You have to find out the right plugin. When you work on it a couple of times, it will come. Don't worry about those. Since I worked on it already, so I know this. This is the plugin. Okay, this is the plugin. Got it? So don't be confused of this. There's nothing serious. All right, it's installing the plugin. Let's see. It's done. So now what do you have to do? The functionality will already be there, will already present. So now go to Jenkins configuration. Check in the tools configuration whether any new Maven option is there or not. Mhm. Tools. This is the one, obviously. Let's see. Yeah. So where is Maven? Is it present? See, add Maven. Simply click on add Maven. You can uncheck this option, install automatically because it will install by itself if you specify this. But we have already installed it, so this option is not required. Let's say you didn't install Maven in your server. Check this option, Jenkins will automatically install it. That's also one option. But for now, I don't need it. Simply Maven home. I mean, sorry, simply just keep it Maven. Maven home is this one. Simply type mvn hyphen version. Awesome. This is it got stuck. But yeah, I know that slash user slash share slash Maven. Hope this is correct. So, okay, let's save it. So now Maven is integrated. That's it. This is the path we had to give for Maven. For Git, we gave executable path. If you remember, for Sonar Scanner, we gave Sonar Scanner home path. Similar way here, for Maven, we gave Maven home path. Let's log in again. Let's see that. Let's verify it. MVN hyphen version. See user share Maven. This is what I gave correct. Let's try again. Yes. Yeah, correct. So this is done. Now I can build Maven applications in Jenkins. Let's go to configure. the project which I want to use it. Yeah, it's faster. Go to build step, simply click on the option. Did you find any Maven option? See, invoke top level Maven targets. This is one option. What is the Maven version? First, you have to select, like, if you observe why this Maven came here, because we have integrated Maven in the tools configuration, and this is the name we gave to that whatever. So we have to choose that. And now, what is the goal? What is the goal means what you want to do with Maven. We have build lifecycle, right? Validate, compile, test, package, verify, deploy. Install it, install, verify, deploy. Goal means any of those. So I want to build a package. Maybe install, maybe clean install I'll give. But I gave wrong here. If you see, I didn't give MVN. You don't need to give if you're using this option. If you're using this invoke top level Maven targets option, you don't need to use MVN because it will by default give the MVN. And it will by default use the MVN. We have to give the command after that, whatever the goal we are using. That's it. This is one approach. Let's say you don't want to use this. You don't like this. Simply execute a Maven command directly. What is our server Linux server? Execute shell. Just do this mvn plain install. That's it. Simply you can do like this also. Or you can use the other option. See, same way here also. Sonar Cube, we have using Sonar Cube this option. We are passing the properties file. Let's say you don't want to use this, or you don't like it, let's say. Simply just use either Windows or shell command, based on your OS. Paste the sonar scanner command here. The full command will be the right sonar scanner, sonar icon scanner, something. I think you know that command. It will do the analysis. No change, nothing really. But it provided the options for us. I mean, uh, based on the plugin. So we are just using that. That's it. So not really, we have to use only this or not use this. Anything is fine. Both are fine. Nothing will changes. This is right or this is wrong or nothing like that. You can use anything. It's up to your comfort level. What you want to use. If you want to define the command like this, you can define. Or you don't want it, add this Maven option. Use it. That's it. There is one more option here. You can drag and drop the tasks. Sorry, you can drag and drop. So now I have three tasks, right? Execute shell, corner scan or something. Again, this one. You can simply drag and drop. See. So based on this order, it will execute. It means what is the first thing? Sonar scanner. It will get execute sonar scanner. Next it will come to MVN clean. The build. Again next it will come to build. We have the build. Again it will go to sonar scanner. Based on whatever the order which we give, it will follow that. You can drag and drop simply. So but we don't need this many builds and all everything, right? So one time build is enough, and one time got it. This is how you run the main build. Either this or you can simply use command line. Execute shell or Windows command option based on your requirement. Got it? Is it clear? So this is how you do it. Sorry, any doubts? Someone say. If nothing, let's move on. So now this is okay. Job is okay. Now I don't have Maven code with me. I have in local but not in Git repo. So I'm just creating a new repo. I'll be pushing my code. Let's clone. It got stuck again. this is where my code is. Yeah, this is my app. This is my app is done. With clone. Sorry. Yes, I have this sample Maven app. So we got the code. Now add commit push. I have the code in my local. I'm just trying to push. That's it. Got it? Push. No, wait. Okay, I have this. Branch. Version 9. This is one with improvement. Let me just delete it. I don't want the target. Sorry. Permission denied. Yeah. I don't target contains these artifacts, right? I don't want to push them to GitHub. So just my code is fine. Mm, yes. Let's see here. Yep, this is my code. This is my code. Now I'll use this in my Jenkins job. Where is this? Yeah. Jenkins, this is my repo. So to check out this code, I mean from this repo obviously. Branch is main and I have to change this. Yes. And so I'll do the analysis and build it. That's what we do. Let's try if this works. Save. Yes, it's saved. Let's build it. Let's see if this works or no, any errors. Yeah, it started. Let's go. It failed for some reason. I think it's Sonar Cube. Okay, first it checked out. Okay, this is correct. And Sonar's kind of started. Obviously, you can see this. Right, failed. Error during execution. Please provide compiled. Your project contains .java files. Please provide compiled class with Sonar for include Sonar. So it's expecting this kind of binaries. property. I mean option in sonar properties or exclude them from analysis. Let's simply just Google this error. I mean we can add it, but let's see what this will say. Whether it's expecting to add the properties or exclude the property. So like this. So we have to add like this property. Let's see what are the comments. It's not working. Let's try this. Shall we add it now? We can add the Java language also. There is no issues. I mean, of course, we don't need it because Java automatically finds the language. Sorry, Sonar automatically figure out the language, which language it is. But we can simply add it. There is nothing. Let's let it open. Come on. Yeah. So where we have to add? We have defined Sonar properties right in the job. So we have to add there. That is what it's trying. It's saying that hey, you forgot to pass this option. It is mandatory if you want to pass. So let's go to build steps. This is where simply add this. Yes. Let's try now. Let's save it and run the build again. We'll see what is there. Okay, mine build is again failed. Let's open. Come on. No directories obviously because the target will come after build. But this is failing at the time of analysis. So we have to define something else. Okay, let's try like this. So we'll use on our binaries as dot. It means look into the current path. Let's see. Let's build it now whether it will work or not. Let's build that. It's going on. Let's see. Let's hope it works. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's your success. It's expecting this argument. What is it? Sonar Java binaries. Even I don't know what is that, but I mean it's expecting that there are binary files. I mean it can be jar files. So which Java is expecting this argument. Even though we don't have any binaries, we define the same with a dot as a current path, but it worked. So let's go to end. See, it got success. It built obviously. Push up, I mean, our analysis also will be successful. Let's see. Sample Maven app is, yeah, see, 1 minute ago. This is our Maven code. See, we did like analyzing the code as well as building the project, I mean, our Maven project. Let's verify whether the build is created or not. Obviously, it will be created, but let's see. So this is okay. In the workspace, usually the build will be present. Let's see. See in the target, you will see the artifact which we generated. On. See what it is. That's how you integrate a Maven and build our artifacts. Now, what is the next step? I want to push these artifacts to Nexus, correct? I mean, you can do the same thing with the Maven also. Just simply use deploy, it will do it. But I don't want to do it. Let's try from Jenkins. Is there any other option in Jenkins which we can able to use? Let's try. So first thing, we have to make sure Nexus is up and running. It's been a long time, right? So when it is started first. 15 Nexus. Then it's running. Let's try to access it. 8081 is the port number. It will take some time, but yeah, it will work. It's running, but yeah, it usually takes 2 minutes. Let's wait. Let's wait. Yep, it's working. So it will take some time to restart, initialize at the beginning. So I hope I remember the password. Oh yeah. So do we have a repositories? Yes. We have the my app. Let's create one more thing, one more repo. Why to use this? Repositories, create new Maven repo, Maven hosted repos. This you all know the sample Maven app. This is my repo name. I mean, basically, what is the type? Snapshot. What is also? Is it snapshot? I don't remember it. You can change it, but initially is release. So obviously our artifact also will be released because that's how, right? Based on the pom.xml, it will generate the artifact for you based on the group ID artifact ID and version from the pom.xml from this section. Let's see. Let's verify one more time. But yeah, obviously it will be released. Okay. This is not happening alone. The workspace. Come on. Yeah, release 2.1 release. That's what, right? Based on the pom.xml. Sorry, based on the pom.xml. Now we want to push this. So obviously this is the release artifact. So I'm just creating a release one. So if you want, you can create snapshot also. It's fine. There's nothing. Now what we have to do? Go to Jenkins and integrate Nexus with help of plugin and same thing. Push artifacts to Nexus. Let's go to here. Come on. Opening itself is taking too much time. Yeah. Manage Jenkins. Let's keep it this one open. Yeah. So the plugin is, let's go to plugins. Load, come on. Go to available plugins. Yeah, finally it open. Just type Nexus. The first one, Nexus artifact uploader. This is the plugin. But of course, it's up for maintenance, it seems. There's no one to maintain it. That's okay, we can use this. Simply install Nexus artifact uploader, sorry. It's installing. Let's wait, let's wait. Is it done? Refresh. Oh yeah, it's done. Now let's go to our tools configuration whether we got any. new option for Nexus or in configure system. Anything. Mostly it will be in tools, if not in system configuration. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, first let's go to this. Meanwhile, parallelly open this also, otherwise we can't wait. Let's see. First go to tools whether it is present or not. System at least now. I have it open. Let's see, is there an Nexus thing? Nope, there is no Nexus configuration here. So this is not the one. Maybe in system. Let's see. Most of the time we are covering here. Loading the pages. Where is the Nexus? No, it's not here. Okay, let's go to job itself directly. Let's see. Let's see, do we find any credentials? Go to build, click on add build step. Okay, see directly we got option here, Nexus artifact uploader. No integration, nothing, no options. Just click on this, we'll see what is there. See directly we have to give here. So everything, see. This is what we're expecting, right? So first thing is Nexus 3 or 2, what is our version? Nexus 3, major version I meant to say. What is the URL? Just do this, copy this. Where is it? Yeah, sorry. Protocol obviously HTTP, we don't have HTTPS. URL must be HTTP, must not start with, okay. Let's remove this. See, credentials, add the credentials. Of course, username and password, admin, password. 1 minute. Sorry. ID is Nexus. I'm just to identify, I mean, obviously. So click Nexus. Here's my credentials. GAV. If you remember, group ID, artifact ID, and version. You have to give what to give where from here. So I think let's go to Maven first, sorry, Nexus first. We already have. That's okay. It's a different repository. Sorry, my bad. Don't worry about it. GAV. Copy this. Version is what is it? 2.1 hyphen release. Let's give that only. Repository is sample hyphen Maven hyphen app. So actually, these options we got it from obviously from the pom.xml, right? But this one we know this URLs. We know what is Nexus credential, Nexus URL. This has to be in the tools configuration in the old version. I mean, but in new, so they moved up everything to here in the same place. So that's why we are giving it. I mean, it was not available in there. So we have to use this. Within the job itself, we have to give the Nexus URL. Or we can do one more thing. If you remember, I told you in the settings, in the system settings, we have something called global properties, where we can define global environment variables. So you can define your Nexus URL over there and use that variable here. Since it's global, you know, we can able to access it anywhere in any job. You got it? So artifact ID. What is artifact ID? I don't remember it. Let's check here. Hmm, what nothing my dot something, right? I don't remember exactly. My hyphen app dot to dot release. Is this the one? I don't remember exactly. Now do one thing. We can, it will be present in that one obviously. Don't worry. But let's try this. Let's try only this. We'll see where this will work or not. Let's save it. So we just gave like the Nexus URL, Nexus credentials, what is the Nexus repo which we want to push, and the GAV group ID, artifact ID, and the version. Correct. So let's see what happens, whether it will work or not. So in the target, obviously, you can see this is on test tab. Okay, we do remember this. Now why I saved it. Now let's try. Again, if I build the job, it will check out the code, do the sonar analysis, build the Maven project, and deploy our artifact to Nexus repo. The whole process it will follow. It's not like simply just don't do the Nexus push just because we have that recently. So it will come from scratch again. From beginning again, not from scratch. From beginning. So let's see. Is it already done? No, no, it's going on. It failed. Obviously, it will be failed at Nexus because it doesn't know the file name. Let's see. Let's not analyze it first. Let's see. These are all okay. 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 See, this is fine. Analysis is fine. And Maven also is fine. See, build success. Now, here it's fine. No artifact is defined. Artifacts must be defined in addition to the group ID. So, artifact ID should be present. Simple. Just configure as I told you, right? So, let's try. This is the artifact ID general. Let's see. Let's go. Build step. Obviously, there is our, yeah, this is the one. Add artifacts, add artifact ID. This is the one. Type jar file. Let's say target slash start dot jar. Let's give like this. Let's see. We're just giving the artifact edit is the one which we currently have. Type jar and it's expecting files. If I don't know, let's click on the file. File path in the workspace, obviously. See where yours is. Where my artifact will be. Obviously inside target. Let's say I don't know the name. What name generated? Star.jar. So whatever the jar is there, it will push it. Same thing. Just click on type. We have to give the extension jar obviously for us. It's saying if your name is artifact.zip, your extension is zip. Obviously ours is jar, so I gave jar. Artifact ID is a name. Let's save it now. Let's try. Let's try whether it will work out. Build it. Come on. It's failed again. Star.jar does not exist. So we have to give a name, it seems. The original name we have to give. What is that? See, this is the name we have to give. Again, failure. So let's go to workflow, configure. Let's give the original file again. I thought it will work, but no, it didn't. Yeah, let's go to here. This is the one, sorry. This is the one, right? Let's save it. Let's upload. Oh, let's see. At least now it will work for me. Come on. Oh, it got stuck. The loading is too much. It pushed, it seems. It's giving you the URL also, but let's go here. Sorry, go here. Where is Oria? This one. See, it came here. I'll explain again, don't worry. So, in order to push your artifacts to Nexus, you need a plugin, obviously. So, the plugin name is Nexus Artifact Uploader. So, once you install the plugin directly, we can go to the job. No need of adding anything in the configuration because there is no options. In the new version of plugins, new version of Jenkins, the options are directly available in job itself. So I went inside the job in the build section. So it, it was asking about Nexus URL. What is the Nexus version? Nexus 213. 2 is very old. I don't think anyone uses 2 nowadays. So what is Nexus 3? What is the protocol HTTP or HTTPS? We have to select that. Obviously Nexus URL and the credentials in order to log into Nexus. And we have to define the group ID version and group ID version from the pom.xml and the repository name also, which repository we want to put, as well as we have to define the artifact details. What is artifact name, what is the type of artifact, and where this artifact will be present. So it will use all these details, this plugin, and push our artifact to Nexus repository. And one thing here, let's say next time I build the project, but my version is now 2.2. Obviously, we can't push the same version, right? It will throw error. Unless, we can push it. In the Nexus, we have to enable the option, but usually we don't push. So it will be different version. So every time I can't open a job and change the version, change the artifact ID and release it. I can't just keep it 2.2, 2.2, 2.2. Then how? Generally what usually will happen is this artifact ID or some release, let's say artifact, something. They'll use as a variable, as a parameter, and they'll pass the version to the parameter every time whenever they trigger this job through GitHub. Obviously, we've seen, I mean, yesterday class, like we can trigger the job automatically based on the webhook. Similar way here also, same thing. We just add the webhook and it will work. But do remember that this is a static which we gave. So if they want to dynamic, update the version based on, let's say now I gave here 2.2. Now I don't want to give here 2.2. It's not good approach to manually give every time change the version here. So I'll define this as a parameter. If you observe, the option is there in here. Hope you remember this. This project is parameterized. We'll pass parameter here as something, let's say version, and they'll pass the version every time. A new version. This will take a time. This will push the artifact. You may think this is all headache. I don't want to use it. Simply use mvn clean deploy. Mvn deploy. It will do the same thing. You don't need any of this. Nexus does not have good support from Jenkins side. I mean, in Jenkins, this is one of the option to upload to Nexus, but not really better. It would have been better. It would have been better, I would say. So since beginning, it's the same. So we didn't got much support for Nexus in Jenkins. Simply use mvn deploy. That's it. That's way more easy. You don't need to change any of this because obviously you'll change the pom.xml when you write the code. And the distribution management here, okay, it's not here. That's fine. We can add it later, no problem. So the distribution management, will simply add it, and it automatically push the, what is that? Push the artifact. Correct. Why do I need any of this? It's headache, right? Again, it's of course, if you want to use this, you can use this. Let's say I don't want to use it. I really hate it. I don't want to use it. I simply just remove everything. Sorry, not this. Add a build step. Sorry, not here. It's already there. Clean deploy. As simple as that. But of course, I don't have a distribution management section here in the pom.xml, so it won't work. So, but you know what I'm saying. We have already tried this. Got it? Is it clear? Any doubts so far? Integration of Maven, integration of Nexus into Jenkins. And of course, I'll simply cancel it. The options will come up in number. Is it clear? Any doubts?
Not no.
Yeah, do practice. Otherwise, you'll be keep forgetting. Leave this. So got it? Tomorrow, we'll see again all these things. Because tomorrow we'll be deploying our application. Once our application is built, we have to deploy it. That's the whole idea. So we'll deploy to Tomcat. We have already seen that using manual approach, deploying into web apps. How to do the same with Jenkins? Let's try that tomorrow. Got it? So and we'll see one more topic as well tomorrow if we get time. But yeah, please make sure to log in early. I mean, some before 7:05 like that. So we can wait for 10 minutes, right? So try to do that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. All right then. Bye everyone. Let's meet tomorrow.